नमामि गंगे तव पाद पंकजम सुरासुरै वंदित दिव्य रूपम भुक्तिम च मुक्तिम च ददासि नित्यम भावानुसारेण सदा नराणम. Before I start, I take the blessings of Ma Ganga, who has been a source of strength, who has been the source of power, and who has been the source of all the blessings for whatever I have done in my life. First of all, I would like to thank our very own MP of City Frankfurt, Mr. Rahul Kumar, who is the force behind what we are doing today, such a historic day and a historic event. As I've been told, I don't have words to express my gratitude towards this person because, as I've been told, I am the first Indian to be honored in the Parliament of Frankfurt. Well, that in itself is something, that in itself is a feeling that is full of gratitude towards him, towards all the team members, and towards all the people who are present here. Because to be a part of such an historic evening and to be a part of this historic event and to be the person to get honored as a first person, a first Indian to be honored in the Parliament of Frankfurt is something that I will always cherish and remember in my life. Before speaking something about Ma Ganga and before coming to you all, if you want to witness the power and blessings of Ma Ganga, I am the living example of it. I come from a religious town of Haridwar, and that to a suburb area of Haridwar that is called Jwalapur. And imagine me coming from Haridwar and that to a suburb area of Jwalapur and standing here in the Parliament of Frankfurt. That in itself is the blessings of Ma Ganga.
Right.
And as Mr. Rahul has told, I didn't even have a passport with me. When he called me up and he said, Tanmay, we are organizing a conference on the importance of Ma Ganga in the Parliament of Frankfurt, and would it be possible for you to make here in Germany? And Menka, of course, why not? If this opportunity is coming my way, obviously I'll do that. And then he said to me, please share your passport number. To be very frank, when he asked me for the passport number, I didn't reply immediately. I thought, I don't even have a passport. So how could I do that? So what I did is, first I applied for the passport. And because being in a social field, I got it arranged quickly within few days. And when I got the passport, I shared it with Rahulji and Saurabhji. And then after sharing the number of the passport, I said, okay, this has been done in 3-4 days and I got it prepared recently. And even they were amused, oh my God, you didn't have a passport. And this is the blessings of Ma Ganga. Got the passport done, sent it to them. They arranged the appointment in the consulate. It was done very quickly. And as he has told appropriately to in the recent times, when a blank passport is there and that to get to a visa of a Germany for the first time, in itself is something that is destined. Ma Ganga had her blessings on me and everything was done so smoothly that even I didn't have this belief that it would be done or I can make it there. Frankly speaking, I didn't have this belief in myself that it would be possible for me to be able to go to Germany and to be able to go to Frankfurt Parliament and to be able to speak and to attend this function as a chief guest as I'm doing in front of you. So this is blessings. We all can have so many things. We can have the philosophy of life. We can have the philosophy of any religion. But yes, though you can term me as a spiritual person, a religious person, but I believe blessings do play an important part in life. Coming back to the protocols of the meeting, because we are sitting in the parliament, I would like to thank Sylvia ji. She is a member of parliament here as well. To be a part of this meeting, I mean, she has taken out such an important part of her time and she's here to support our cause. So I would like to thank her for welcoming me and giving me an opportunity at this historical place, which carry a legacy of administration and politicians, and how the government is being run, and how Frankfurt has been developed after the Second World War, and people who are instrumental. I can see the photographs being there on the walls for those people who have been instrumental in rebuilding Frankfurt as the capital and commercial hub of, and the commercial capital of the Europe itself, I should say. And I would like to thank uh, Dr. Ranjita Pati. I mean, hats off to you with all the research you have done on Ma Ganga. And most of my work has been done by you, because you have laid down the all history and mythological part of Ma Ganga as to how Ma Ganga has descended from heaven to the earth itself. And I would like to thank Mr. George Boxheimer for his kind words. And though he has not been to India and doesn't know much about Ma Ganga, but how beautifully he related River Rhine to Ma Ganga and the spiritual part of Ma Ganga itself. We always believe that nature plays a very important role. As I proceed with my address, I will relate how in Indian culture nature is worshipped and why we worship the nature itself. So beautifully done, and your words have been very important. And despite of not having knowledge about the river itself, but how beautifully you related, I would like to thank you all as well. Then we have Ashwani Tiwari ji, the president of KAV Frankfurt, and he has been kind enough to be a part of this event, and for all the support he has done for this event itself. I don't have words to express my gratitude to his presence and to his support to this function itself. Then we have Agarwal ji as well. He's such a dynamic person. And yesterday we were discussing about uh, how he's able to keep himself fit at this age as well without taking any medicines and all. And we had lot to share about things. I'd like to express my gratitude to him as well. Then we have Saurabh ji, who Mr. Rahul term quite often is his Hanuman, carrying forward so many things and shouldering him step by step for all the duties, personal as well as the political duties. And Kirti ji, she's also there. And obviously, father and mother of Rahul ji, and you all people have been a part of it. I would also like to thank my younger brother, Sunny Agrawal. He has accompanied me all the way from India to attend this function, and he has been he has always been a pillar of support for me. I mean, and this is a coincidence, or this is a pure love between both of us, that at times when I do get to meet some most important people in my life, he is frequently accompanying me. So he's just like, though born from different mothers, but he's just like a younger brother to me as well. Well, to start up with things, the main topic which has been of this evening has been Mother Ganga. And for me, my entire life revolves around Ma Ganga. Or you can say, because the son of the soil, like I'm the son of Ma Ganga, and everything I do, everything I think, it revolves around Ma Ganga. Ma Ganga is just not a river. In India, Ganga is our divine mother, which flourishes, nourishes, and liberates the humanity. And to a certain extent, you can say that Ma Ganga is the power of Indian civilization. Because if you go in India, we are more heart oriented, feeling oriented people. The first thing, in order to be important in India, before getting to the mind, it has to touch your heart. And Ma Ganga has this gratitude of being like a mother. Beautifully, Dr. George related this spiritual aspect of Rhine River and the spiritual aspects. You see, Indian culture is based on worship of nature. The Rig Vedas are considered to be the oldest scriptures, religious scriptures, officially related back to 4,000 years as per even the international standards, but we consider it more before than that. In India, in Sanatan Dharma, we worship rivers, we worship mountains, we worship trees, we worship earth, we worship sky, we worship moon, we worship sun. Each and every part of nature we worship. That is a religious aspect. But if you consider that aspect on the environmental aspect as well, this is exactly what the environmentalists are doing right now. They're telling you the importance of conservation. They're telling you the importance of how we have to look after our natural resources, how we have to look after our environment, how we have to look after our nature, the most important thing. If we have to give something to the posterity, for the generations to come, we work financially, we work economically, we work in infrastructure as well. But now the emphasis is also being laid down as to what we are giving to the posterity. The money is important, infrastructure is important, but the most important thing is the kind of environment, the kind of nature we will be passing on to the generations to come. If there is no fresh air to breathe, what this money will do? Money can do everything, but money cannot bring fresh air back. Money cannot stop the polluting water. Money cannot bring back the greenery once it is lost. Money cannot put right the ecological imbalances that have been done. For that, awareness is necessary. For that, doing things in a proper manner is necessary. And now, internationally, through UN, UNO, through even like big countries like Germany, America, Switzerland, India, China, constant meetings are being done how we can preserve our nature, because now everyone is not worried about the materialistic growth, because now that part is going well, but we all are worried about how pure water will be giving to the coming generations, how pure air will be giving to the generations, and how much greenery will be passing on to the generations as well. Now, when we talk in terms of Ma Ganga, spiritually, Ma Ganga carries a very, very important role in India. And to a certain extent, we say, that till then we have Ma Ganga, only till then we have the Indian civilization. That is called the Bharat. If we are not able to preserve Ma Ganga, we will not be able to preserve our country as well. And that to a certain extent, the Rishi Munis of the saints of Hindu Dharma, thousands of years back, they knew the importance of preserving our rivers. And each and every river has been termed spiritually and religiously as very pious, very sacred form. The origin of Ma Ganga from the heaven, it is believed that from the heaven, Ma Ganga has descended to earth to liberate the humanity. Because we Indians, we believe in the principle of rebirth. This entire cycle of humanity, once we believe that only this body dies, the soul that is on an eternal journey. Like we change our clothes, our soul changes the body from one body to another body, another body to another body. So mythologically, religiously, and spiritually, we believe that once a Hindu is dead, or any Sanatani or person who believes in Indian culture, he is dead, and his ashes, his or her ashes, are immersed in Ma Ganga, he attains salvation. Means he has not to go back to the cycle of rebirth. And in term, we call it the moksha. He attains the moksha, that is the salvation. And that is considered to be the ultimate goal of every Hindu, to be able to free from the cycle of birth and coming back to the earth. So spiritually and mythologically, once this has been done, the ashes have been immersed in Ma Ganga, that particular soul reaches God, and he or she does not have to take a rebirth. This is the original purpose of Ma Ganga being descended from heaven to the earth itself. Other than immersing of the ashes, it is also believed when we bath in Ma Ganga, when we take dip in Ma Ganga, all the sins of yours are washed away, and spiritually you are purified. Spiritually, you are a pure person, and all the sins are being washed away. And because of this, millions and millions of people, not only from India, but all the parts of the world, they come to India. They come on the banks of Ma Ganga and they take a holy dip in Ma Ganga. Just with one single goal, that we are a part of the purified soul. Spiritually, we are purified. When you become spiritually purified, this is not just about attaining the heaven. It is also about attaining the right mentality. It is also about attaining the right perception towards the world, towards the humanity, and towards the fellow being of the world itself, not only about India. You see, we Hindus, we believe in the concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Vasudeva Kutumbakam is this entire world is one big family, irrespective of the religion you are from, irrespective of the country you are from, irrespective of the demographies, irrespective of the caste, irrespective of the creeds, irrespective of the political boundaries. We are one part, one humanity, human beings. And this is the entire purpose of purifying your soul so that your perception, your vision, your attitude is love, spreading love in the entire world. And this is exactly what is needed in the present scenario. There is so much of hatred being spread about. There's so much of hatred being spread around the world with so many reasons. At times, there are political reasons. At times, it's the color of the skin. At times, these are economical reasons. So, in this world, what is needed is the love. Love that does not discriminate. The ideas, the perception, the mentality that do not discriminate on any basis. When Ma Ganga flows, right, as has been told, carrying around a journey of 2,535 kilometers from Gomukh in Himalayas to Ganga Sagar in Bay of Bengal, covering around 40% of the population of India. But she does not discriminate. She does not discriminate on the part of, even at the part of religion. Just like mother, a mother does not discriminate among her children. All the children are same for mother. That is the part, that is the nature of mother love. They just love, no hatred. The flowing river of Ma Ganga, no discrimination. Every human being, like a son or a daughter, can come and take dip on the banks of Ma Ganga. They can come and pray to Ma Ganga, just like a child. Even he or she is scared of anything. He or she is mentally not stable or in fear of anything. What a child does, the first person a child remembers is his or her mother. Same way, in India, all the Sanatanis, all are sons and daughters of Ma Ganga. They come to the banks of Ma Ganga, they pray as they pray to the mother. And the flowing water of Ma Ganga does not discriminate as to that particular water is going into the fields of a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian. That particular water is being used to drink by which part of the society? No. So this is the binding force of the entire Indian civilization. This is how we worship. Because though it is diversified, but it unifies the entire country. When there is a Kumbh, where like millions and millions of people do come to attend, they are not only the Hindus that earn their livelihood, even the Muslims, even the Christians, all segments of the religion, they come and they earn their livelihood. Someone is constructing the buildings, someone is making the raw materials, someone is doing something else, but everyone is earning the livelihood. Because Ma Ganga is not only spiritually or religiously important to us. Ma Ganga is also socially, economically, and ecologically important to us as well. Spiritually, yes, all the essential part of worship of a Hindu or a Sanatani, they are incomplete without the holy waters of Ma Ganga. Right from the time a person is born, that is called Janma, to the time he dies, from the first religious rituals to the last religious rituals, as has been told, even after when you die, your ashes are being immersed in Ma Ganga. The holy waters of Ma Ganga is essential. So throughout the journey of your life, either you are getting married, either you are having any sanskar out of the 16 sanskars we have in Hindu Dharma, each and every sanskar is incomplete without the holy waters of Ma Ganga. That is the significance. And I come up from a place called Har Ki Pauri, Haridwar, which multiplies the importance of Ma Ganga as far as spirituality and Hindu Dharma is concerned, because we have a religious story of Samudra Manthan as to how the good forces, that is called the Devas, and the bad forces called the Daityas, they perform this Samudra Manthan, that is the churn of the ocean. And out of that, the 14th Ratna, that is the pot of the nectar, came. And there was a fight among the good forces and the bad forces, the Devas and the Daityas, for that pot of nectar, so that whosoever was able to drink that nectar, he will attain immortality. And because of that fighting, there are 4 places, 4 parts in India where those drop of nectar fell. One is Har Ki Pauri, Haridwar. Another one is the Prayagraj Sangam, Ujjain and Nasik. And it is believed that if you take a dip at these 4 places, if you perform the worship at these 4 places, if you perform the arti at these 4 places, you will get the elements of that immortality, that is the nectar itself. And you will be blessed by Ma Ganga. I come from that part of religion. One of the most important place of worship for Hindus in entire world. And this is a blessing for me, because I've been able to be a part of that managing committee which manages the entire place, and to be holding as one of the most key positions in that, where a people, if they take a dip once in their lifetime, they consider themselves to be very lucky. So in itself is, I would say, these are the blessings of Ma Ganga and blessings of my ancestors that have been assigned, able to get this work done. So I come from that part of India. And you won't believe, every day, around 50,000 people sit there on banks of Ma Ganga to attend the world famous Ma Ganga Aarti. Those people who have not seen or attended or have not been to India, please go to the YouTube and search Aarti at Har Ki Pauri. And you'll feel as if the entire Hindu Dharma, you have got the sense of the entire Hindu Dharma. 50,000 people, without any discrimination, without any protocols, without any feeling of that I'm superior or I'm inferior to anything. They are sitting beside each other without worrying about, as the person who's sitting next to you, what is the identity of that person who's sitting beside you. They too, without any discrimination, are taking bath in Ma Ganga, dip at Ma Ganga, without worrying about, as to this water, along with me, who else is taking dip at Ma Ganga? And this same water is touching the body of any other person as well. What is the identity of that person? If you want to see the best example in the entire world, where there is no discrimination on the basis of humanity, come to Har Ki Pauri. Come to any banks of Ma Ganga and see people taking dip in the holy river. No discrimination at all. This is pure love. This is the humanity. This is the world we are aspiring for. This is what we all want this world to become. No discriminations, no feeling of superiority and no feeling of inferiority. We call it Sadbhav and Sambhav. That is looking in the world, each and everyone in the world in the same way. This is the ultimate goal, and I think this is the ultimate goal of every religion, to spread love. I think we are sitting here on the banks of River Rhine. just nearby.
Mine.
River Mine as well. And that too is a very fortunate thing on the banks of one river. That is one of the biggest river in the Europe itself. We are talking to another biggest river, Ganga. So that in itself is a very wonderful coincidence. Spiritually, Ganga carries such an important. Economically, 40% of the GDP of India is being generated from this region of Ganga Plateau, Ganga Basin. Starting from Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal, it, it covers around 40% of the human population of India. And flows from the river, flows from the area which is instrumental in generating 40% of the GDP of India. Could you imagine? 140 or 50 crores people of the entire India, nearly 50 to 60 crore people live in this particular area. And this river is fulfilling the religious needs, the irrigation needs, the drinking water needs, and continuously she is flowing. And she is she is covering up the ecological imbalances as well. And one more important aspect, when we talk in terms of economy of India, when you talk in terms of the monetary aspect of India, other than the industrialization, other than the irrigation and all other things, business we do, religion does play an important role for the livelihood of so many people in India. Because we have got so many religious places. Right from the inception of Ma Ganga, that starts from Gomukh, that is Gangotri, to Dev Prayag, then to Haridwar, Rishikesh, and we have Kashi, Varanasi, so many places. The entire source of livelihood of the areas where we live in is Ma Ganga. People come as pilgrims, international and national people, they too come for pilgrimage. They stay there, the hotel industry get prospers. They eat something, the food industry, the hospitality industry prospers. They purchase something, the business aspect, those people, the shopkeepers and everyone, they are prosperous. They travel, the travel industry get prosperous. And this is pan-India, because religion is a big industry in India itself. Industry, not exactly an industry, but that is a source of a livelihood for so many people. Those people who are engaged in getting you perform the puja, the Brahmins. So, Ganga can not only be confined to a very narrow thing of religion, it is spiritual, it is social, and ecological. And it is believed in India that if we preserve Ma Ganga for the pollution, only then we are preserving our posterity. And this is exactly not only Ma Ganga in India, but across the world. This is exactly what we have to do. We have to work for the environment. We have to preserve our rivers. We have to preserve the water life. We have to preserve the greenery. And this is exactly what is the ultimate goal for everyone. So we can go on and speak about so many things for Ma Ganga, because you all know. But I would like you all, because if you have been a part of this, after this meeting, please do go and read something or watch something about the river in itself. And if you get a chance, please come over to India and please come over to Har Ki Pauri and Haridwar. And you will see, as Rahulji told about the medicinal benefits of the river, because coming from Himalayas, Ma Ganga carries so many minerals along with the waters. And you won't believe one fact I'll tell you before I wind up my thing. We immerse ashes in the holy river of Ma Ganga. You start doing it in any other river, you will get these stacks or piling of the ashes at a particular point somewhere. And it is the quality of the river of Ma Ganga, because we consider it in a religious way. Few scientific people will have some different theories about it as well. But you go to any part of Haridwar, you won't see any part of the ashes being stacked up anywhere. And every day, hundreds, not only hundreds, thousands of people's ashes are being immersed in Haridwar. And even then, there's not a single place you can find stacking up or piling up of ashes anywhere. So this is in itself, religiously, we can say the power of Maganga. Scientifically, you can see the quality or the chemical composition of the river of Maganga. I'll tell you one very interesting fact about in 2021, when the entire world was under the pandemic of coronavirus. We had a Mahakumbh, we had a Kumbh in Haridwar, where there is a gathering of lakhs and crores of people in a day. But because of the pandemic, obviously it was curtailed. But even then, there was a widespread pandemic where each and every country of the world, each and every part of the country, of any individual country, was under, I think it was a threat to the humanity as a whole. But you won't believe, 14th of April, we were having the main snan, that is the main day where the kumbh, the dip of the kumbh was to take place. And it took place. But as per the medical protocols, on 16th of April, the then DM of Haridwar followed the medical protocol and he sent the medical team to get the people who are serving at Har Ki Pauri, those people who are instrumental in keeping the place clean, those people who are instrumental in the entire management, including us, to take the random sampling of the people so as to see what is the spread of the coronavirus. And you won't believe, there was a random sampling of around 85 people at Har Ki Pauri. And that in itself is a miracle. That not only one person, not even a single person was diagnosed of corona. Not even a single person. You people can term it as a coincidence. But even then, it was there. Not even a single person who every day goes to Har Ki Pauri was being diagnosed in random sampling of the corona. And there was not even a single day where the Aarti was not performed at Har Ki Pauri. There was not a single day where all the people who are essentially required to be there at this place were not there in Har Ki Pauri. So we consider it blessings. We consider it as a miracle. Few can term it as a coincidence, but even if it is a coincidence, it further fortifies our belief in the blessings of Ma Ganga. And last, most important thing, this entire humanity, we have got few doctors sitting out here. The most growing illness at the present scenario is the mental sickness. Even more than the physicals, people are worried about depressions, anxieties. There's so much to get tense about, so much competition, so much worries. And what is the solution? We search for a psychiatrist. We go to psychologists. We find some other way or the other thing. And we practically tell you one thing: come and sit on the banks of Ma Ganga. Don't do anything. Don't take any pill. Just sit there with a belief in the mother, and few moments you will see how relaxed you feel. Those people practically, those come to the place and they've attended the Aarti, the entire process was like 20-30 minutes. They sit there, and when they come back to our office and when they share their experiences, they say, Tanmay ji, whatever it was something, even in the amidst of so many noise, we found the peace. Because generally a person, to be able to get peace, he goes to the mountains, he goes to the forest, he goes to the very lonely place, and he'll seek the peace. He'll feel relaxed. But to be able to do that among 50,000 people at a time, where even the Aarti is being played, where all the musical instruments are being played, and sitting there and attaining that state of mind where you could feel the peace, where you could feel the Sanatan, where you could feel the blessings of Ma Ganga, in itself is the best example of the powers Ma Ganga carry. In one word, if you have to understand the entire Sanatan Dharma, in other words, if you have to understand the entire Hindu Dharma, come and sit on the banks of Ma Ganga and watch the entire Hinduism being concentrated on one single place. last but not least, once again, I would like to thank you all for giving me this life-changing opportunity to come from Har Ki Pauri, Haridwar. Because you see, this India is a very new India. Under the leadership of our very dynamic and capable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, how he has handled things has changed the perception how people look towards India. He has emerged not only as a true Indian leader, but as a world leader as well. The way he built relationship with the people outside India, with other countries as well, it has carried a very positive wave. It has carried a very positive feelings among the Indians as well. Because the things are being conducted internationally by the government of India, that has created a very positive feeling among all the Indians as to how the Indian government should lead things. And I come from a state of Uttarakhand, that is a part of India, that is a state. And Uttarakhand is very aptly being led by our very dynamic Chief Minister, Mr. Pushkar Singh Dhami ji. He is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. For last 5 years, he's been leading as a Chief Minister of the entire Uttarakhand. And the leaps of progress that we have made in Uttarakhand is just amazing. Not only in the part of the religion, in the part of infrastructure, in the part of tourism, industrial policies, industrial development, it is just amazing how the entire Uttarakhand government led by Mr. Pushkar Singh Dhami ji and very apt officers, how the entire perception towards Uttarakhand has changed not only in India, but the entire world. How good examples we have set for the hospitality of the people, hospitality for the people who are coming to Uttarakhand. How we greet, how we meet, and how everyone is being carefully handled. The law, how well it is governed, the law and order situation, how good it is going. And recently, Mr. Rahul and a delegation of the Germany was also there, and they had some LOIs signed with the Uttarakhand government as well. So we are taking leaps and bounds as well. And now I'll find few minutes to relate, though it has to be done in the first part as well. Mr. Rahul ji was leading a team of the delegation to Uttarakhand, and they were there to get some things done with the Uttarakhand government. After that was done, he came to Har Ki Pauri with the entire delegation. He attended the Ganga Aarti, and then we sat together and we had some few interactions regarding the importance of the place, about the importance of Ma Ganga and how things are done and what we are doing religiously, socially, and ecologically. And then there was an instant connect with him, because besides being an MP, he's a wonderful human being as well. There are few people with pure soul and heart. He's one of them. I'm very sure whatever his tenure has been, I can definitely say whatever he has done in his tenure, it has been a paradigm. It must have been an example as to how social life has to be conducted. And there was an instant connect. And then he said, I would love to have you in Frankfurt discussing about the culture, discussing about the environment, and discussing about Ma Ganga. And then I was very ready for that. And this is how the entire foundation of this, what we are doing today, was laid down. And I don't have my words. You see, there are few moments in life, where, irrespective of how good you are at your language, you don't find the right words to express your feelings. And this is exactly what I'm feeling right now. I do not have my words to express my feeling, which I have for him. This person, for me now, he is a friend, he's a brother.
Thank you. So nice.
And I think this relationship is going to last forever, till my last breath, until his last breath. And I just pray to Ma Ganga that people like him, and he continue to serve the society the way he is doing. Because for the humanity, for the system, we need people with pure heart and soul. We need people with right attitude and aptitude. And this is exactly what we should support. And he's the right person.
Thank you.
He's the most apt person, I think. And I just wish him that he continues to grow socially. He continues to grow and the blessings of Ma Ganga are there.
So nice.
And I've been fortunate enough, one MP on my left and one MP on my right. and one is who is a pure German, and one who is born in Frankfurt, but ancestors relate back. His father is sitting here. He is tracing back his legacy from India as well. Who can be a more lucky person here than me? I'm having Germany and the Indian origin on both my sides, and both are serving as MP in the Frankfurt Parliament. And though both the people are working for the development of this area, and they're doing their work and job so wonderfully well. And I wish both of them very best of luck for the coming future as well. And may Ma Ganga and all the gods of the world, I'll say, are related cosmopolitically, that you are being blessed by all and you continue to serve the society the way you are doing. And may you get all the powers and more powers to make this place, not only Frankfurt, but entire Germany and world, a better place to live in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.